The PlayStation 5 are next in line for the PlayStation consoles. Everyone is buzzing their absolute tits off for one of these things. I mean, seriously, you can't get one anywhere. I don't know anywhere that sells them now because they're all sold out. The console is due to come out in England anyway in about 10 days. And people are desperate to know, is the PlayStation 5 any good? Is it worth the upgrade? Is it worth spending your hard-earned cash on? And luckily for you, the reviews for the console are in. And what do we typically expect when we come to look at a console review, a review of a video game console? What do we want from it? I want to know the performance of the console, how the user interface feels, the loading times, how tall that is gonna look next to my TV. I mean, if you don't know already, it's a big boy, this PS5. And I'm glad to see that tons of companies already are singing the PlayStation 5's praises. Might have a lack of games at launch, however, the potential of the PlayStation is clear, according to some of these companies. Trusted Reviews gave it a 90. The PS5 is a meaningful evolution of Sony's achievements of its predecessor. It's a gorgeously accessible machine with a forward-thinking plan for the coming generation. Wired UK gave it a 90. PlayStation 5 isn't just a bigger, better box. It really feels new and futuristic. CG Magazine gave it a 100. PlayStation 5 looks and delivers on a fluid gaming experience from the hardware to the software. Digital Spy gave it 100. Sony has long held the title as the most popular gaming system, and we really don't see that changing in the next generation of gaming consoles. Just what we want to hear from a review. Praising it for what it does right, criticizing it for what it does wrong. But for some strange reason that I absolutely still cannot wrap my head around, the reviewer of the PlayStation 5 for Kotaku, for some reason, decided to include this embarrassingly awful summary to their review. It hurts my brain to even read. Here we go. Subheaded, but does it really matter? This review has spent 3,000 words talking about the PlayStation 5, which is the most I've written about anything. It's as good a video game console as it has ever been. The combination of ultra high definition video, increased frame rates, high-end graphic techniques like ray tracing, and the lightning fast SSD makes it feel like a real deal next-gen successor to the PS4. That's it. Perfect summary. No need to continue. But this moron does. But I'd be remiss to ignore all the reasons not to be excited for the PlayStation 5. The world is still reeling under the weight of the COVID-19 pandemic. There are more Americans out of work right now than at any point in the country's history, with no relief in sight. Our healthcare system is an inherently evil institution that forces people to ration life-saving medication like insulin and choose suicide over suffering with untreated mental illness. What the shit are you talking about? It doesn't end there. As I'm writing this, it looks very likely that Joe Biden will be our next president, but it's clear that the worst people aren't going away. Just because a new old white man is sitting behind the Resolute desk, our government is fundamentally broken in a way that necessitates radical change rather than incremental electoralism. The harsh truth is that for the reasons listed above and more, a lot of people simply won't be able to buy a PlayStation 5, regardless of supply, or if they can, concerns over increasing austerity in the United States and the growing threat of widespread political violence supersede any enthusiasm about the console's SSD or how ray tracing makes reflections more realistic. Shut the fuck up. Who is this man? What the hell is this doing in a PlayStation review? Oh, my head. Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. So according to Ian Walker, the author of this god-awful article, the PlayStation 5 might be one of the best upgrades in video game console history, but you can't enjoy it because COVID, the healthcare system in the US, Joe Biden being elected president. Apparently, you can't enjoy a piece of media and entertainment that is made to help people escape the bullshit of reality because of reality. Yep. Well done. And someone from England reading this, what? Are you telling me I can't enjoy a PlayStation 5 because of things happening in the US? And even if you are from the US, you should tell this man to shut the fuck up. Because if anything, PlayStations and video games in general are needed now more than ever. To suggest that people can't enjoy video games because of issues that have nothing to do with the console itself is just ludicrous. How dare you enjoy the PS5? How dare you get any ounce of enjoyment? Have you not seen the healthcare system in America? Have you not seen COVID-19 pandemic? Oh, if you dare get an ounce of fun out of that PlayStation 5 you've bought with your hard-earned money, you clearly don't care at all. I won't deny that video games can be an escape. Yeah, don't deny it. You're a video game reviewer. They are an escape. It feels great to lose yourself in a fictional world where you can fix everything. Some of us see a strength or personality trait in a video game character that we wish we saw in ourselves. As much as it sucks for real-world problems to intrude on that space, I found it increasingly difficult to focus on video games amid our current situation. Many nights, it's all I can do to play a couple runs of Spelunky before collapsing into bed for a few hours of doom scrolling and restless sleep. Ian, mate, I think there's less problems with the PlayStation 5 and more to do with you. Maybe you need to either get help and help yourself sleep at night, or not bring your shit into PlayStation 5 reviews. Why are we hearing about this guy's sleep schedule in a review of a console? This guy has done everything you shouldn't do in a review. Sony and Microsoft chose a hell of a time to release their next generation video game console. Oh, Sony and Microsoft, you chose a hell of a time. The same month in which you released the PlayStation 4. Oh, how could you do that? Have you no shame? Like, imagine applying that logic to every piece of entertainment that has come out in the past. How dare Peter Jackson release Lord of the Rings 3 months after 9/11? Horrific timing there, and God, don't even get me started on the audacity Charlie and the Chocolate Factory had, releasing the same month as the 7/7 bombings in London. And I tell you what, I'm not one for conspiracies, but Hurricane Katrina made landfall exactly a month after Charlie and the Chocolate Factory came out. Something tells me that has all to do with it, because there is zero correlation here, mate. There's nothing. There's no correlation between it. That logic, if you apply to anything, means you can't enjoy anything. This guy must be a great laugh at parties. The reality of the situation is, the world will always have shit going on and disasters happening. That is just the nature of the world. And I would frankly say, thank fuck we do have video games to distract us, to keep us entertained. Movies, any form of entertainment, to help provide a form of escape. If you have issues concentrating on entertainment and you're doom scrolling all the time, that's more a you problem than it is a problem of the PlayStation 5 when it's released, when it's come out, or any form of entertainment. Because when the world does get bleak, people do turn to entertainment, video games, other things. And to suggest they can't enjoy it because the world is too bleak is just the worst take I've ever seen, especially in a video game console review. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Who knows? Maybe the folks at Kotaku are Xbox fanboys, because I checked the Xbox Series X review to see if they applied the same logic. It would only be fair. Nope. They don't mention politics. They don't mention that you can't enjoy the Xbox, because you can. And because it's from a different writer who probably isn't an idiot. But yeah, that is all I wanted to say in this video. Apparently, can't buy the PS5, don't buy it, or you should feel guilty for enjoying it. Please leave a like if you agree with what I'm saying in this video. Like the video. Every like really helps out. Please do if you made it this far. Also, subscribing is also free. If you haven't got a memo already, with my lights in the background really aggressively telling you, please do subscribe to the channel. My socials are in the links down below. Go follow my Twitter and Instagram. Hit me up. Try and talk to me. I'm always interacting with viewers on my socials. And yeah, that is it for this video. Until next time, fuck off.